There are three topics I want to talk about. The first one is the things about Solr DAO that has been going around. Only good things, but there have been some concerns from people that want to invest but not quite sure how it works. So I'm going to run you guys through that as well. The second thing I want to talk about is the added value of my channel, because you guys have seen me do some sponsored content. And it would be a shame if people jump into my channel and be like, there's nothing to get here, and then just, boom, go to Solr DAO, for instance. So I want to let you guys know what the added value of my channel is. And then the third thing I'm going to talk about is I'm going to announce a new project that we can enter a seed sale from, however you want to call it. I'm going to give you a quick rundown on what it is, and I'm going to let the CEO, he made a video, which is on that website, but I'm going to play that, where he explains how it works. And then we're going to do a pledge. I'm not quite sure if it's already been put up on the Discord, but if not, it will be there fairly quickly. And I know there are a lot of sales going on right now, so don't invest money you can't miss. But that's the things I want to run by you. So first things first that I want to discuss about. And I see that in the voice chat, we've got Chapon and Alex as well on Telegram. So if you've got any questions for them, just let me know. I know I only see 4 participants there, but I hope there's a little bit more on YouTube. So the first thing, the Solr DAO trust issues, because it's a group, it's a VC, a venture capital, and it's all based on trust, because nobody actually knows who those guys are, how they look, etc. One of the questions was, do they have a track record of projects that we can see what the return on investment is? And the other thing is like, yeah, well, how does it work? I mean, I put my money with them, I sent my money towards them, and then I just have to wait. And what if they run with my money? Well, first thing I want to let you guys know is that they have doxed themselves with me. So I hope that helps a little bit in the trust department. I had a call with both of them, 2 founders of Solr DAO. So I know how they look. You can't run from me. But I had a very good conversation with them. They explained to me some of the things that we addressed, the concerns that there were. And one of the things is they don't have tokens in their wallets. So basically, they can't really run with your money. And on top of that, they have been doing, or they have to do KYC with the projects that they are being attached to, or that they are trying to get in. If they, for whatever reason, decide to run with your money, they will always be known with the projects, and you can just message those projects and be like, hey, we got scammed by those guys from Solr DAO. Can you help us get our money back? And then you can, do all the things you want to do. The other thing is why they can't really run with your money is because they are dependent from the tokens of the project as well. So the project holds the tokens, and then when we've got the TGE, tokens are being sent, and then with a vesting schedule. So let's say you get 5% every 12 months, for instance. They just get that 5% as well. And as soon as they have it, they are distributing it to you. So that means that if they wanted to run, they can only run with 5% of the money, or 5% of the tokens. So it wouldn't really make sense. And then if you look at their track record, I don't have the ROI of it, but if you look at the track record, they've had over 50 projects already. So to me personally, I mean, do your own research, but to me it says that why after 50 successful projects would they run if they could have done it after 1 or 2, So I hope that gives some trust to you guys and that you know how it works. Personally, I'm not really concerned because of the things, like I said, they have been doing KYC with the projects. They can't run with all the tokens or all the money. And so I hope that helps for you to make a decision whether or not you want to invest with them. Another thing we need to be cautious about is something that Alex brought up, and I wanted to address here as well. If we're in the Discord, we can't be a bunch of fanboys going on like, hey, when can we sell? And when can we this? And when can we make a good profit? And when can we flip around? And because there are actually CEOs of those projects joining in the Discord, which means that if they see something like that and we're trying to get their project, they might just pull the plug and be like, we're going to refund you. We don't want to do business with you because we want a sustainable relationship with the groups that we work with, or the venture capital groups that we work with, rather than just having a bunch of guys that, want to flip a coin real quick. So that's something we need to be cautious about. So please keep that in mind when you're active in the Discord or when you're active in the Telegram group, because the bigger they get, the more projects they get, and the more attention it gets, and the more professional it needs to look like. So that's just something we wanted to share. So far that's about Solr DAO. I don't know if there are any questions about that. Right. So on to the second thing, which is the added value of my channel. Because like I said, I'm making videos, and that's the actual added value of my channel. I make videos on projects that are very, very new. Which means I'm probably one of the first making those videos, which draws crowd as well, and which helps me grow my Telegram group as well. You can help me grow my Telegram group as well. I make informative videos, so I don't make hype videos. I don't hype tokens up or whatever. I want to inform you about all the things that are important about a certain project or a certain token. And then my channel and my Telegram group, that is, I kind of designed it to make it like a big database of knowledge. And that's why I've added those captains. So we've got Chipon, who's here as well. He's Captain Gaming. Then we've got Wen Lunch, who is Captain Maladex. Then we've got Parker, who is Captain TA. So he's very good at transaction analysis. And then if I get a specific question, I usually tag one of them to give an answer. So that way, I'm pretty sure you get the best answer possible within my group. So that's something that distinguishes me from, or my group, from other groups as well, I hope. So thank you to all the captains in my group. I mean, it's very important to help me grow my Telegram group, to have you guys around. So I really, really appreciate you. So I wanted to take the time to mention that. You can also come to my channel to request me to do videos, but you can also request me to look at projects, because I am making videos for Solr DAO, because we've got a partnership, etc. But I'm also gathering projects of my own. And one of the projects is what I'm going to tell you about right now, where we can enter the seed sale. And that project is Searchable. And it's a project, and how this works is that, let's go back because now I know it works. How it works is that everything we search, so in documents or on websites, we hit Ctrl F and we search words. Searchable does not do that. Searchable searches with speech. And that's something I really, really like, because it helps you quickly look at something. If you have a show of an hour, you don't want to sit an hour. Like, for instance, some of the things I watch, for instance, the UFC press conference, so the post-press conference. There are a lot of fighters talking, and I don't want to just sit through the entire thing waiting till my fighter comes, or just skip around and skip back and skip forward. I want to just fill in a word, and then poof, it gives me all the places where that fighter is being talked about or where he's talking himself. Let me show you. I'm going back to the screen. Let me have the CEO, Stanley Stern, explain to you what it's about. So let me hit play, and I hope this all works.
Because you could go right to that word that you asked for. So let's try something a little different here. You know, let's put in the word Jimmy, which is who's an American football quarterback. And I'm going to show, putting him in for a very specific reason. I want to show you what is one of the better applications here.
This year, and someday we'll take Jimmy Garoppolo's Jimmy G. And we talk about it all the time. It's better to be a lubricant.
Jimmy G, if Jimmy G can stay healthy.
I think Jimmy G still has a long way Jimmy Garoppolo's.
Okay, so here's where they're talking about Jimmy Garoppolo, or they call him Jimmy G. Now let's take a look at his opponent, the other quarterback, Russell Wilson. So I'm going to click. I see they're talking about Russell here. Let's click on Russell. Now look at that. Here's where they're talking about Russell Wilson. Not over here in the beginning of the show, but much later.
Russell Wilson. Those are mid-third and Russell.
So you're interested in Jimmy G? Listen over here. You want to find out what Russell Wilson's about? Listen over here. But guess what you don't have to do? You don't have to listen to 3 hours of Colin Cowherd to hear the part you want. You can go directly to the part you want because you're in control. So let's take a look at one more thing. And let's put in the word crypto. And just to show you something about that, let's listen to what this gentleman said. He used the word 10 times.
Crypto market, small crypto millionaire, pure crypto.
Okay, now you want to select the second word. We can go to Bitcoin. That's a pretty obvious one to go to. Watch the logos at the bottom. They're going to change a bit because these guys are all talking about crypto and Bitcoin, as you can see right here, the words are presented. So let's listen to what Mashinsky has to say.
For Bitcoin is a crypto hodler. his crypto wallets get hacked, everybody.
So you see, that was a quick demonstration of how Searchable
Bitcoin
works.
is definitely
And I wanted to show you that because that's a project that we can get in the seed sale of. So like I said, it's a project that I came up with my own, but we are going to run it through Solr DAO. So they will have a pledge form. We can pledge there, and then we can let them know how much money we have or that we can invest together. And then we'll take that money and we'll talk with Stanley, because I've spoken to him last week. He's a great guy. And then we'll talk that over. Here's the, you don't see it, but here's the white paper right now. And we see that we've got a seed round, a private round, a public round. And then these are the allocations. And I have to tell you guys that this is going to be on the Ethereum network. I've asked Stanley this morning, what network are you going to use? He's going to use the Ethereum network. So that's very important to know and to realize. So let's go back again. And there are a couple of countries that aren't allowed to invest. So if you're from the United States, unfortunately, you can't invest. And all these countries like Cuba, Iran, Iraq, they're all sanctioned. This is basically it. So, but anyway, so that's a great project. What I'm going to do in the Telegram right now is I'm going to place all the links that we have. Yeah, you make me go crazy. I was like, what am I hearing? Is it my phone? Is it my screen? So I'm going to put all the links that I have in the Telegram group. Solr DAO will have a pledge form, and just check it out. Check out the website. Read the white paper. I think there's a light paper as well. See if this is something that you like, and then let's just tilt this over the weekend. See how much we've raised together or how much we've pledged together. And then let me talk to the CEO. And like I said, I had a great conversation with him. Great guy. So I see a couple of more people came into the chat. I think I've addressed all the things that I wanted to address in this video right now, or in this live stream. So are there any questions, or is like Alex is still here and we've got Alien Fish here. So maybe you guys want to say something about the Solr DAO, or feel free to speak up. Let me know. Madalena asks on YouTube, that's a very nice thing. What platforms will support your token? So that token, it's not my token. It's a different project, but it's on the Ethereum blockchain, and it wants to be integrated with the websites. So let's say ESPN, for instance, they want to be integrated there, and I've asked where do they pull their content from, and content is all over the place. So they basically have like a big database that they will draw their content from, you know? So you can just fill it in, type it in, and then you see all those videos down there. That's all the input, and you can just click something and then watch it there. I hope that answered your question, Madalena. Anyone else? There you go. Konstantin, let me allow to speak.
Hey guys, can you hear me all right?
Yeah, I can hear you fine, man.
How's it going, Rico? You're right. I just wanted to say hi to everyone, and the pledge is now live on Solr DAO. So I'm gonna paste the link in your channel, Rico.
Yeah.
So that people can get straight on the pledge, and we have there all the info that you've passed on to us in terms of like tokenomics, pitch deck, and all that kind of stuff, right?
I hope it interests people, because this is a project I personally like, and the reason why, I'm not saying to invest or whatever, but I like it, and let me explain why. Because this is a project with an actual use case, which means that it's not a hype thing, or when something better comes out that it might be forgotten. You know, it's an actual use case that can be built out over the future. So anyone else that wants to say something? It's the first live stream. Let me know what you guys thought of it. How did it work with?
I think it's going pretty well, Rico. So very well done, bud.
Okay, thanks, man. Appreciate it. I'm always nervous for these live streams for some reason.
Hi, Rico. Shipon.
Hi,
Can I
Shipon.
ask a question?
Yeah,
Hey.
sure, man.
Hi, everyone. Yeah, very good job, Rico. It's going very smooth. The question I had was regarding launch pads and TGE dates for this particular token. Has there been any indication from the CEO as to if they're attached to any launch pads or when they plan to launch?
Yeah. So let me switch back to the screen. We've got the roadmap over here. I have to say that I had a conversation. Let me go back to myself real quick. I had a conversation with the CEO, as I said before, and that was more to see if I can do a video for them and what the project was about. And then I saw that they were searching for funds, and I asked him, "Are you still searching?" "Yeah, I'm still looking for it." And then I told him about Solr DAO and the possibilities we have as a community. So I told him I'm going to ask in the community, and then we'll probably come back with some questions. But I can't answer your question because here is their roadmap. And right now you can see that we're in the seed round. Q3, we're in Q4 already, but they're still in the seed round phase. Then we've got public rounds or launch pads to be announced at the end of this quarter, but I think it's going to be tilted over to next quarter, or the first quarter of next year. And then we've got all these things. So this information will be available in all the in one of the links. It's in the white paper, so the link will be there in the Solr DAO chat to find, to see. So I hope that answers your question.
Yeah, thank you. Just one more question then, a final one. What is the use case for having a decentralized database in this case? Because most of these types of applications in the past have had like a centralized, because you need a very large database to store. I guess they're parsing all the content and analyzing it and kind of adding metadata to these video files, and trying to. So eventually, you're going to get exponential growth in data. Having it on a blockchain, Ethereum, what benefit would it add? If anything, you might slow it down, no, in the long term, or as the data, because they're going to parse, I guess, hundreds of thousands a day, and they need to store all of this in an efficient way. So
yeah,
maybe it's something you probably can't answer, but I guess it's worth asking. Maybe it would be interesting to know just to kind of what is the projections of the amount of data they're going to collect, and how does the blockchain add to that? Because in these types of situations, centralization would actually help, but I guess it's worth asking the CEO.
I'll take your question with me to the next meeting I'll have with the CEO. Okay, so not to drag this out, I think I've discussed the things about Solr DAO, the trust thing, so maybe I hope that helps. I've discussed the added value of my own channel, my own Telegram channel, so I hope you guys stay there as well. And then I've discussed the new project that we can enter a seed round of. I want to thank everybody for being here. So I'm just going to end the live stream right now, and I'm going to end the voice chat. I think this is something that we'll do every now and then. I had fun doing this, and I hope it's informative for the people. So once again, thank you all for watching, and have a good night, guys.